Hello, my name is Amy Lowell. I'm the Town of Falmouth's Assistant Wastewater Manager, and I'm here today to talk with you about the town's Little Pond Sewer Service Area project. We're going to start here in on the Mara Vista Peninsula, where the crew is doing some directional drilling, and then we're going to move to gravity installation, where the contractor's installing some gravity main. We'll try to look at a low-pressure service installation, and take a look at a couple of the other sites where the work is ongoing. The town appropriated money for the Little Pond Sewer Service Area project and other wastewater projects at a town meeting in April of 2014. Total of $49.82 million was appropriated at that time. That was for constructing sewers throughout the Mara Vista and part of the Falmouth Heights Peninsula. And it included upgrades at some existing lift stations, construction of new recharge beds north of our existing recharge beds up at the main plant in West Falmouth, and also some upgrades at our existing wastewater treatment plant. So we're going to try to look at most of that, some representative parts of that work today. The goal of this project overall is to improve water quality in Little Pond. Little Pond is one of the most impaired water bodies in Falmouth, though most water bodies in Falmouth are nutrient impaired because primarily of septic loading. The wastewater that's discharged from each individual's house ends up going through the septic system and out into a leach field. And that septic system and that leach field remove little, if any, of the nitrogen in the wastewater. And that nitrogen ends up in the coastal ponds, and it's basically a fertilizer for the algae in the ponds. The fertilizer grows, the algae grows when it's fertilized, and when it dies and sinks to the bottom, it consumes the oxygen in the water column, and that can cause fish kills and nutrient impairment of the water body. So the main goal of this project was to connect to sewer about 1,400 properties within the watershed to Little Pond. That will more than double the number of properties connected to the sewer system in Woods Hole. Right now there are only about 900 properties that are connected to the sewer system, and this project will bring in another 1,400. We're also constructing more than 8 miles of gravity main here, which more than doubles the amount of gravity sewer main we have in town. And we'll be installing more than 7 miles of low pressure force main and another mile plus of high pressure force main. So let's get started. We'll start first by looking at the directional drilling that we're doing here on Mara Vista. So here we are on Mara Vista Avenue, and we wanted to show you some of the directional drilling work that's going on here on Mara Vista. The contractor for all 4 of the town's wastewater projects is Robert B. Auer Company. They're a Cape Cod construction company, and they have subcontracted the drilling work here. We'll let Steve from the drilling subcontractor tell us a little bit about how that works. But to start with, the drilling on Mara Vista is a great way of getting this low pressure force main installed on Mara Vista without digging the road up. We're drilling it, and that way they can just excavate a small area every couple of intersections and avoid digging up the entire stretch of Mara Vista Avenue.
My name is Steve Cooper. I'm an associate at E.W. Drew, and we've been hired by the Robert B. Auer Company to do some horizontal directional drilling for some of the sewer work here in the town of Falmouth. And what you have behind me here is you have our directional drill on Mara Vista Ave, and we are basically drilling up the southbound lane to install a 4 sewer main. The benefits to using directional drilling here are that we were able to install this conduit in a trenchless manner. What does that mean? That means we don't have to dig the entire road. And what we're doing today is we're basically drilling approximately 450 feet basically through 2 intersections. And the way the drill works is we drill from point A to point B, Then we hook onto the pipe and we drag it back through the hole we've created. The drill itself has the ability with the electronics for us to know exactly where the bit is, how deep it is, the pitch it's at, so we can maintain a depth of a design by the engineering firm. And in this situation, we're able to be beneath all the existing utilities. So this new sewer main will run underneath the water, underneath the gas, from start to finish.
We'll be doing this tomorrow, though.
The drill itself has two main functions. It has thrust and it has rotation. And with that, combined with the electronics, the drill operator knows where he is at all times and has the ability to control where he's going. So what we have is where the excavator is up there, we have an exit pit, and it's approximately only 3 feet wide by 5 feet long, and he's able to direct that drill head all the way to that exit pit.
So the force main, the low pressure force main here on Mara Vista is HDPE pipe. That's high density polyethylene pipe, and it's 4-inch diameter. And as you can see here, the welding operation. The HDPE pipe, instead of having fittings like the PVC pipe that you're used to seeing, the HDPE, what they do is they heat up both ends of the pipe and then put them together put the two heated up ends together under pressure, and after 5 to 7 minutes they release it, and that fitting, that welded HDPE fitting, is stronger than the original pipe. So the whole goal of this project is to improve water quality in Little Pond. All the ponds in Falmouth are affected to a greater or lesser degree by nutrient pollution. Little Pond, like many of the ponds, goes through a period in the summer where you can have severe algae growth and even some fish kill due to lack of oxygen in the pond. The majority of the nitrogen in the wastewater comes from septic systems. There are other sources like fertilizer, like atmospheric deposition, like stormwater runoff, but the vast majority of the nutrient pollution in the town's coastal ponds comes from septic systems. So this project will involve sewering most of the lower watershed to Little Pond.